Hello guys and welcome back to another class of our course about the complete introduction to data science. So until now we talked about statistics and I hope you guys have a good understanding of this topic. Now it's time to get a bit more into action and to learn about some tools that are used in data science and when we are analyzing data. So it can also be used in machine learning as well as deep learning. So basically one of those tools is Numpy. So in this class, we are going to have an introduction to Numpy. We are not gonna practice with it. It's gonna be in the next few classes. But in this class, we are gonna talk about what is Numpy, what's the difference between Numpy and lists, and what are the advantages of using Numpy in general versus Python lists, of course. So let's start. So basically, Numpy stands for numerical Python. And what you guys need to understand is that it's a Python library that consists of multidimensional arrays, objects, and a collection of routines for processing those arrays. So basically, Numpy, as I said, it's a library in Python. So there are many features of Numpy that Numpy has. First of all, it will allow you using multidimensional arrays, which is pretty cool, and will allow you to make faster operations. So if you need to make faster operations, it will allow you to make faster operations. It has functions and operators for those arrays. So once again, you will be able to create one dimension, 2-dimension, 3-dimension arrays, and you will have different functions and operators that will be used with those arrays to make it faster for all the calculations. It's a good alternative for MATLAB. So for those of you who know what MATLAB is, it's a Python alternative for this for MATLAB in general. Also, it's a Fourier transform. It's the Fourier transforms and shape manipulation. So it will allow you to have shape manipulation. So when you create your 3D multi-dimensional arrays, you will be able to use the shapes and control the shape manipulation. And finally, there is linear algebra and random number generation that is integrated to it. And with linear algebra, you will be able to, faster your calculations because using multi-dimensional arrays will allow you using linear algebra as well and faster this way your calculations. So once again, there are plenty of advantages of using Numpy. So as I said, the first of all would be the array-oriented computing. So those are the arrays that we are talking about right now. So this would be one-dimensional array, two-dimensional arrays, and those are three-dimensional arrays. So here it's presented very simply. Usually the arrays are way bigger, so the amount of calculations that is here is that you will be able to do by using Numpy is pretty huge versus working with the Python list, for example. It's a efficient multi-dimensional array implementation. So this is exactly what I was talking about. So it's really efficient. There are multi-dimensional arrays are pretty efficient, so it will allow you, as I said, to make huge calculations in a fast amount of time. It's really created for scientific computation also. So as I said, once again, it's for huge calculations. So it's not like Python lists. You can use Python lists, but once again, it will not be as efficient as using Numpy. Faster resolution of operations on entire arrays of data without writing loops with the use of standardized mathematical functions. So as we said before, there is linear algebra and some other functions and operations that are integrated with the Numpy that will allow you to make huge operations on arrays, on three-dimensional arrays that will also be really huge. And this will save you a lot of times when you guys are making huge operations. Once again, maybe right now you don't see why you will use this. Once again, if you guys create huge programs, the use of Numpy is really recommended. There are different tools that are integrated with Numpy. First of all, well, you can read on array data. You can read array data on disk. You can write array data on disk, and you can work with different memory mapped files, which is pretty cool as well. As we said before, there is an integration of Fourier transform capabilities. And finally, as we said in the past PowerPoint, there is linear algebra and random number generation. All right, so finally, Numpy versus Python list. So as I said, Numpy is a Python library, and the three main reasons of why using Numpy. The first one would be it will consume less memory since there is less operations to do. It will go way faster and it will consume way less memory. Has an execution speed that, well, this will bring us to the second point, that is having an execution speed that is way faster than Python list. So as I said, it goes way faster than working with Python list, especially if you guys want to work with huge operations. Once again, this is an interesting thing that I found, so you can compare the speed of Numpy arrays versus lists. So as you can see, well, the time is in milliseconds, so it's not even 1 second, but you still can see that Numpy is at least 4 to 5 times faster than than Python list. So once again, there is a huge, well, this is a huge difference, especially if you guys work with huge operations. If you can, with Numpy, for example, resolve an operation in 1 second, it will take you with Python list maybe like 5 to 10 seconds to resolve. So if you have a set of operations, Numpy is really the efficient way to be able to resolve all the operations. And finally, it's just convenient to use. So it's pretty much, it's not, well, you have to get used to it to use it properly, but it's not that complicated to use since it's a Python library. It's already integrated into Python. So right now you guys know exactly what Numpy is, how, well, maybe not how it works, but you know exactly what it is, why exactly we use it, and why we prefer using Numpy instead of Python list. So all the advantages and the features of this library, well, Python library. So in the next few classes, we are going to practice a little bit writing Numpy functions with Python, of course. So you will see what it looks like, and you will have a certain introduction to this Python library. So that's it for this class, guys, and see you all in our next class.